The new Daredevil season is shooting right now. Daredevil Born Again. I want to get into this for a second because there's some updates about Daredevil Born Again. Vincent D'Onofrio, friend of the fucking show. I love him some Vincent D'Onofrio, friend of the show. Vincent D'Onofrio was in an interview recently with Newsweek, and he was talking about Daredevil 2. Well, Daredevil Born Again, I should say, because it is a reboot of the Netflix series. He's back. Charlie Cox is back. We've talked about this before. But he was talking about the show, and he let slip a little bit that they're planning for more than one season. Now, he's saying that in season 2, he starts going about his character. So when he's talking about it, he said, to give the fans what they want to see, we try to be original in some way. At the same time, we're trying to do good by the show. But it definitely is original, and it's going to be really deep and emotional. It means, whatever. But the second season, they said, there are going to be gigantic payoffs. In the first two, but I can't say too much about that. But the fans are going to really get what they want. It's really quite cool to be doing this. Okay, so he's saying, he let it slip there's a season 2 planned. They haven't announced a season 2. They haven't talked about a season 2. They're doing 18 episodes of season 1, which is the longest Disney Plus show ever. They've done like 6, 8. They're doing 18 for this. And the reason why some more news came out today about this is because his character, Wilson Fisk, the whole thing's going to be about him running for mayor. That's what's coming out. Running for mayor. It's going to spread multiple series. It's going to start in the new Echo series. It's going to go into this, Daredevil, Born Again. It's going to transfer into Armor Wars, Captain America, New World Order, the Thunderbolts, Miss Marvel. And the idea is, too, the writers were telling him that eventually he might be in Spider-Man 4. And we're finally going to get Wilson Fisk with Spider-Man, which would be great to see on screen, I think. So, to me, I'm really excited about this. I love Daredevil. I love D'Onofrio, friend of the show. And I think it's great to see him with Spider-Man. So as a kid, I used to watch those cartoons. And the animated series with Fisk was the best. And I've been waiting for that live-action interpretation. I think D'Onofrio's man to do it. I think he is. I really do. Chris, when you hear about this, what do you think? Do you think that this is true? Think it'll be a season 2?
Go to JR for this one.
You mean GR?
Oh, what did I just call you? Fuck.
GR, what do you think?
Me, Chris, so I knew it was coming.
GR, what do you think? Do you think there's some truth to this? You think he let it slip?
I'm sorry. GR.
To be honest with you, Brian, I don't really give a rat's ass. I enjoyed the comic books of both characters, but this crap that they're putting out as Daredevil isn't anything like the characters from the comic books.
Have you watched the Netflix series at all?
No.
Never saw that. If you watch the Netflix series, you might really get into this, GR. You might, because the way that Charlie Cox plays it, it's really cool. It's really dark. It's really it's in it. It's gritty. It's not like your typical Marvel stuff, which is why people are worried about the new show, because it might be too light, not so hardcore, because he's a different kind of character,
And we'll see. I may watch them just now that on your recommendation, Brian. And if I hate it, I'll give you shit.
Well, you should check it out. You really should check it out, because the original one's really good. They have great special effects, great I should say fighting, great stunt sequences. Honestly, I think it's good. And the fact that they're able to bring these characters back and make this happen is pretty huge, if you ask me. Chris, what do you think? Do you think that Vincent D'Onofrio slipped up? I mean, he's an actor. He's doing an interview with Newsweek. He might have just let it slip. He was probably talking to the writers, probably super excited. He's coming back. His show was canceled before. Now he gets to play a character he loves to play. Do you think this was a slip up, or do you think he's just talking out of his ass a little bit? Friend of the show. I'm just saying, friend of the show.
I love when you say friend of the show.
He's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Have him on.
What do you think? What do you think, Chris? What do you got for me?
A rat's ass too.
You don't give a rat's ass? No one cares about Daredevil here?
He's a friend of the show, so good for him.
Well, honestly, good for him. I think it's awesome. This man kicked ass as his character. He's meant to be Wilson Fisk. He meant to be him, And the fact is, the fact that Disney brought him back to be it is huge, because they were going to recast everybody. Him and Charlie Cox were so great in the series. They're like, we got to bring him back, I think the Yellow Mask, too. Lexi asked about the Yellow Mask. He has a yellow mask now. He was in She-Hulk. For me, that's a little weird, too. I don't know why they got to make him. They're saying it's comic book, but I mean, honestly, why you got to get. I mean, Marvel loves to go comic book with their costumes. when they bring people in. Hence why when Wolverine comes in, they say they're going to go to the comic book actual costume for him, which is cool. But for me, the Daredevil costume from Netflix was so good. Why fuck with it? But I think this is true. I think he just let it slip. I think he's excited. I think that the fact is he's coming back from something that he thought he'd never play again. When he finished the season 3, he thought he was done. You know, it's canceled.
I'm all for a good comeback.
It's a huge comeback, you know? 18 episodes. No one does that. He's fucking Daredevil. You're right, Lexi. He's fucking Daredevil.